Wutong inlay silver has a history of over 300 years. It is hailed alongside Guqin as a twin gem of copper artistry. At first glance, Wutong inlay silver pieces appear simple and modest. Their appearance is understated, elegant, and antique, but their production is anything but simple. It's said that fewer than 10 people have mastered the complete process. The first step is refining the black copper. 9 types of precious metals, including red copper and gold, are placed in a dry pot and repeatedly smelted for an entire day and night. Only then can the desired black copper be produced. The next step in laying silver is even more difficult. Silver melts at 986 degrees Celsius, while black copper melts at 120 摄氏度. The mere 200 degrees Celsius difference requires absolute precision. Any miscalculation can ruin the entire piece. After inlaying comes shaping. The copper is hammered repeatedly with iron tools until it forms the needed components. These parts are then assembled together, completing a Wutong inlay silver piece, freshly made. It shows a natural red copper hue, but by rubbing it repeatedly by hand, the copper darkens under the influence of sweat, developing a glossy black sheen. Some say it even changes color, based on the user's physical condition. It's considered a powerful charm to ward off evil. If you were to learn a Chinese musical instrument, the Guqin would likely not be your first choice. Unlike the loud sirna or the fierce pipa, the Guqin appears quiet and reserved in the modern world. Its sound is deep and meditative, lingering softly in the air. It doesn't fit today's fast-paced lifestyle. Both playing and listening to it require a calm and tranquil heart. Its notes are gong, shang, ju, zi, yu, and with a flick of the fingers, one plays a melody of mountains and waters. But true soulmates are rare, and a fine instrument is even rarer. Behind every great Guqin, there's a devoted luthier who pours their life's passion into its creation. The older the wood, the more resonance and warmth it holds. After decades of seasoning and drying, once he confirms the wood's physical and acoustic properties, the real work begins. Many of the tools required must be handmade by Fan himself, a ritual of craftsmanship. Carving the resonating chamber is the most technical part of the process. Too deep and the tone is dull, too shallow and it lacks depth. This subtlety determines the Guqin's final voice. Tuning is the most time-consuming phase. Every tiny adjustment affects the whole instrument. It requires patience, balance, and repeated refinement. Sometimes, this stage alone can take over 6 months. Once tuned, the top and bottom panels are glued together. After drying, it's time to lacquer. Layer after layer of lacquer is brushed and polished, until the surface is smooth and lustrous. Finally, the strings and bridge are installed, and the Guqin can speak its true voice. Who would have thought someone could actually bring the ode to the miniature boat from textbooks into reality? The entire piece is just 4.5 centimeters long, and only 1.84 centimeters high, with 12 tiny figurines, setting off firecrackers, playing sirna. Each figure is lifelike and full of motion. Some stand by open windows, revealing hidden details inside. In 2019, this incredible piece was officially collected by the National Art Museum of China. Its creator is none other than contemporary master of miniature olive pit carving, Zhou Jiangming. To carve such rich details on a tiny olive pit is 100 times harder than you might imagine. Olive pits are hard and brittle, a little too much force, and the whole piece is ruined. As an apprentice, Zhou Jiangming practiced with over 10,000 ruined pits. He started by carving basic shapes on the pit's surface. Only after mastering the pressure and precision was he allowed to attempt human figures in pit carving. A human face may be only a few millimeters wide. The carving tools are as fine as embroidery needles. To capture the subtle expressions of each figure, Zhou studied painting from various masters. Eventually, under his blade, he could express every nuance of human life, recreating the scene from ode to the miniature boat. He's every carver's ultimate dream. With his skills at their peak, Zhou can replicate figures effortlessly. But the biggest challenge lies in the windows. Each window must be functional and openable, and still contain figures inside. To do this, he must carve lattice frames on a surface already as small as a fingernail. Any flaw, and months of meticulous carving, go to waste. The final piece is not only vivid and expressive, each figure carries a distinct spirit and emotion, within a space no larger than a fingertip. He sculpts all the richness of life. Olive pit carving truly lives up to its reputation as a masterpiece of craftsmanship.